Have we ever seen this many? Back to back to back to back. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. It's been a long day for me. Started my day making a comedy video about Grayson Fletcher that will make you guys laugh. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but on Instagram, I asked you guys what I should review today, and the first 4 messages all said the same thing. They requested a video called Sweetheart on the Vague Skate Mag YouTube channel. We have not reviewed any videos from this channel. It looks like a 25-minute video, so as always, we'll watch the beginning and we'll watch the end. Rewind to about, 20 seconds in, play. First trick we see, nollie hard flip done the correct way, off a ramp, over a rail, a ton of roll away. These guys don't celebrate by sucking each other's dicks. This guy just said, yup, I landed it because that's what I do. Crooked grind filmed from the wrong side, probably because that pole was in the way. Half cab into the bank. Off of, what is that, a bus stop or something? Back grind into the crooked grind. No roll-on grinds for these guys. Absolutely hauling ass. I wasn't sure what to expect here, but so far, so good. Back tail to maybe back Susky. I appreciate the quick B-roll. I don't have to watch, 15 minutes of buses, beers, blunts, and birds like we just had to review, a couple days ago. We're skating in the middle of a giant peach, going back and forth, kick turning. 1 second of B-roll, barely. I love what we're seeing here, climbing up. Every piece of B-roll so far seems to have purpose, and what we just saw right there is gonna be a roll-on grind. A requirement for all modern skate videos. Ollies over the sign. I appreciate the high action. We got a nollie wally, and then he put his foot on the wall. Early grab to wall ride. He's getting kind of weird, but he also knows how to do regular skateboarding tricks, which not everyone can relate. Wallies off of a car. What kind of crazy skate spot is that? Crook pop out. No push. Wait a minute. You know I was going to call this out. That looks like it's going to be a violation. Is this laziness? Or maybe he doesn't have feeling in his feet. Or maybe he's not capable of doing any better. The filmer in this case should probably just say, hey, dude, you got one more in you? You already landed it once. Surely you can do it again. Not worth it, I guess. Feet on the ground, hand on the board. We got a chick, probably. Front shove over the poles there, landing in the skate stoppers. Another wally. Nicely done, landing bolts. I appreciate the action. Again, ollies into the bank. Skids for the kids. Doesn't break the glass. Ollie through the little thread the needle. What do we get here? Ollie. Back grind against the wall. So they're not giving me many things to critique. Early grab off the drop-in, which should be the goal, right? We had birds! Wait a minute, quick rewind! Are those birds in a skate video? That's impossible. They're following the rules. Crook to crooked grind, love to see it. Another back grind to back tail. We saw something similar earlier. Do we have a name for those wallies yet? The wally into the nollie? Not quite sure. Back lip across the rough ground. Not gonna bother kick flipping there. We get a heel flip. Shifties it a little bit a la Neen Williams. Slam dunks the skateboard. So we've reached kind of the point where couple of mistakes, couple of things that could be improved, but one thing that is not yet suffering is the action. At no point so far have I thought about fast forwarding the video. Tray flip rolling down some hills, does another tray flip. Certainly he can do the flip tricks, so why so many ollies earlier? Nollie back 180. Let's go ahead and skip to the middle here. What do we got? We got a gap to back grind. Maybe some fake stees, not quite sure yet. Nose grind, next trick, no pushes, kick flip crook, rocket flip into crook, not bad. Fixing his hair, kick flip. I love the editing style here because there is B-roll, but it has a purpose and it doesn't take over the entire video. I'm not sure if it was 1 day ago or 2 days ago we reviewed a video that was 17 minutes long, and it honestly probably had 4 minutes of skating. Nice Ghetto Bird right there. We get a pole jam. Thought about touching his hands on the ground, but he didn't because he has self-control and self-respect. Black and white footage, kickflip down the two-stair, broke his board, went back and did it again. There's a lot of skate companies where if you break your skateboard and fall, it still makes it into the video. This guy had the ability to redo the trick, unlike some people who jump down El Toro and then they just blame it on the truck and never tried it again, I guess. Nose manual hippie jump. What do we get here? Ollie's over the piece of wood, rolling down a hill. Nose bonk with the quick feet kick flip out. So if this whole video is like this, really, like to have 25 minutes of nonstop, roll on grind, to have 25 minutes of nonstop action is something everyone should be proud of. There's we've gotten rid of the 10 out of 10 potential score. I mean, maybe the last guy could save it. Speaking of that, let's go ahead. We got hands on the board, feet on the ground. I can see why so many people recommended this video, although I'm a little bit suspicious because the video only has 2,000 views. It kind of seems weird that 4 of those people would have all submitted the same link within the same hour. Then again, maybe this is in what, the UK, so maybe they all know each other. Nice filter right there. We had the rule that has to be followed with the B-roll, right? Let me find it for you guys if you're not familiar. This black box right here, required. If you don't put that in your video, I don't know, I think you go to jail in the UK for like 3 days. It's part of skateboarding's rules. You guys thought skating had no rules. It was all about self-expression. No, it's about expressing a film type that happened a long time ago that everyone else uses. So that's probably also why all skaters use the word yap and unk and things like that, because they're being unique. It's very unique to talk and act like everyone around you. That's the definition of unique. Oh, you get a handrail. Oh my God, got out of there pretty lucky. Lucky he didn't hit his head on the concrete down there, showing it twice. Nice little parkour there. Not quite strong enough to break the board, but one day, maybe if you eat your vegetables, you will be able to. Terrible backsmith. Kind of redoes it a little bit better. The palest man, that's Luke from the Outdoor Boys. What's he going for next? We got the flip back tail with the basketball. Already better than that guy, Hector from Adidas. Kickflip, hand on the ground. I believe that's going to be a violation. Hand on the ground. Do you think he felt it? Maybe he was in a terrible accident with a deep fryer and has no feeling in his hands, and maybe the filmer one day looked at the sun and no longer can see that the hand is on the ground, or maybe they just accept anything that happens. As long as you roll away, the trick was clean. Why bother making it look any better than it looks on the very first attempt? By the way, today while I was skating, I did my 5th kickflip feeble to fakie because last week I didn't land it clean enough. Not everyone can be like me, I understand, but I assure you, if my hand touched the ground, I would be ashamed and embarrassed. We're rolling down a hill now. Nice pop shove it. I didn't forget that you're landing on the skate stoppers. Maybe his first kickflip of his life with the feminine hands right there. Wasn't sure what was going on with that. 5-0 switch crook. The action here is something that I will not hate on at all, but let's get to the ending. I'm not fast forwarding because I'm bored. I'm fast forwarding because this video is getting pretty long. So let's find some action. Nollie inward heel over a giant pole. That was amazing, and there was a drop. I wonder if there was another angle. Is this where he puts his face in the camera? He gives his filmer a smooch. Really nice switch flip. Catches the fuck out of that. Excellent. Is that the banger, or is there another part? Looks like there might be more. Starting off, Nollie. 180 nose grind, 180. Would you guys call it a 5-0? I'm not sure. Setting up for Nollie heel. Nollie front heel. Pushing switch. Pushing twice. Fakie. Oh, wait a minute. Does the same trick that he did earlier, Nollie. I love when people do the ambidextrous tricks. But what I don't like is when people's heels drag on the ground. He's trying too hard with the fake steez and let his entire foot drag across the ground. Does anyone have standards for themselves anymore? Well, maybe not in this video. We get to manuals. Really nice catch on the nose manual, nollie frontside flip. Let's watch those again. I love when people do tricks both ways. If you guys remember, I think it was Flip Sorry. Arto Sorry does the two long lines both ways. We get a switch 360, maybe a violation, not quite sure. Doesn't matter if that was a violation, but still might have been another really cool trick to do both ways if we don't find a heel on the ground again. Man, the filmer, look, bobbling feet. You guys should motivate each other to do better. Clearly, you're capable of landing a switch 360 because you already landed it once. Just move the foot a little bit. I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes to land a trick and make it look good, it takes a little bit of hard work. Are you guys just too lazy to do it? Or maybe people will say they got kicked out. Maybe they got kicked out of the spot. Who knows? Flip out of that. I really appreciate doing the tricks both ways. We're going to get this one fakey. That would be cool. Nice, man. This part is great. I just kind of wish skaters wouldn't settle for anything. Man, then he does the switch hard flip over the rail. This guy is not someone you want to play in a game of skate. And it looks like maybe that's the ending. Maybe not. He does the trick again, goes back for it. Maybe that was the old footage and the new footage. And he does that switch and probably makes yet another violation. Have we ever seen this many back to back to back to back violations? I'm not quite sure. The tricks, I get it, are very cool, but I think he's capable of doing better. Did they just show the same one twice, or did he go back and clean it up? No, he did not. Same one twice. I don't know what you guys expect me to say, because when things like this happen, I'm not hating. I'm just observing. I'm acknowledging what I'm looking at. I didn't put his foot there. I didn't let this into the edit. It was everyone else involved in this video that let their skating come out so sloppy. And it really is a shame, because I personally believe that this skater has the ability to clean up these tricks. Maybe no one else thinks he's good enough. Maybe I'm the only one left on earth rooting for skaters to do better, and I'm the only one that has faith that they have the skills to do better, because everyone else just seems to just ignore it and say, well, good enough for me, I guess, whatever, it's gonna be okay, no one's gonna notice. No one's gonna notice? I have eyes, I have a brain. How did you guys not notice? Anyways, my rating for this video is going to be a 9 out of 10. I know there was a lot of violations, but the action alone in this video makes it worth watching, especially considering it's a 25-minute video. I'm sure if we went back and watched it from the beginning all the way through, we'd find way more violations. But I'd rather see a couple of barely like 1 millimeter violations than have to watch 8 minutes of birds. So I guess that's kind of where we are at now, right? The scale for what's good and bad kind of changes depending on how bad other pro videos are. And I'm not sure if these guys are pro or not. It would not surprise me if they are, but it's definitely safe to say that this video is better than a lot of the pro videos we have reviewed, even as recent as in the past couple weeks. Anyways, I upload a video every single day on this channel. Let me know your thoughts about this video. Are the violations a big deal? I honestly think that 9 out of 10 is a very fair score. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I can't wait to upload another video tomorrow, because we upload a video all the time. We are bleeding content on this channel. And special thank you to everyone on Instagram who told me to review this video. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because if this is the type of content they put out, and if they can avoid the toe drags and the heel drags and the hands on the ground, then these guys could be a real contender in skateboarding entertainment. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Kuna Matata.
In the arms of a school.